as I begin to look more at my children, the mental and emotional state that I put their mother in affects them because she got to cook for them. So I'm saying this publicly was at odds with his
Now I
baby
appreciate
mama.
that wisdom.
Beat up uncle in front of the kids at the kids' party. What you trying to protect them
Not
from?
for real.
Your sick thoughts and project it on us?
Let me start them.
You know,
Yeah, the
like
remakes. I'm tired of remakes.
Did he say something? What made you later that night you went off? Like you
well, homie, because I can't. When I talk to B White, he didn't see.
took the picture down.
Yeah,
he did.
Hey, that goes to show you the character of a good man.
For real.
Because I wouldn't have took it down. I would have made the crash out. I would have seen how serious it can get by the painting pictures of your kid, and you give your kids cell phones and don't have parental control over it. Yo, the lyrics that they hear you say about women is worse than what you even can consider he was doing painting them. So now, I was more affected by the who would capture the shame and slow it down and give it to the world to see so they can go viral. So I said, okay, nigga, this is my kind of shit. I'm gonna go viral saying his kids to bring attention to B White. I saw Ray Daniels hit him up and ask for a picture.
I'm gonna say one last thing right here, but I ain't gonna lie, Charles. You know, I've been with the growth and the progression that you actually been standing on business and trying to evolve as your character lately. You've been really trying to rebrand. You've been dropping gems in game again lately, and I fought with that 100%. You feel me? But one thing we not gonna act like is this man's reputation and repertoire is not the exact opposite. Nah, the exact perfect. This is the perfect competitor for you, gang. He was literally engineered and built in a lab for you, gang. This is the beef you do not want to partake in. It's not Boosie, gang. It's not none of the other ones, gang. I'm telling you, gang. He knock a shot. He fighting the cases. He talked to the police and the lawyers by himself, just like you. But hey, he know how to do it, love. Yeah, he know his rights, gang. This is not the one. You know, this is the battle that you probably want to walk away from. Like I said, he's trying to protect his image, yes, but he do very much know his rights. So all that, you finna run up on him, you make a threat, you finna pepper spray him. Now, if he crash standing on business on his, don't be surprised, because he's not one of the ones that is so ignorant to the fact that he don't know his rights. He one of the ones that had experience, probably big homies, experience, you know, lawyers. He actually consult and talk with his lawyers to learn more of what he did last time and what not to do next time and how to move, you feel? Gang, this not the one. This the beef you want to let go right here. You heard me? Yeah, he said this is not the guy you want war with. He said, yeah, he do. Now, knowing Charleston, he do. He 100% do, but he did not do his research to realize this is the perfect opponent. You heard me? He got one at the height of his career. Nah, for real. You finna blow the baby back up. The baby gonna be the artist to complete the mission, gang. I'm telling you, don't leave him alone. Squash the beef. He's a kind person too. He don't mind working with people who other people don't mind working with. He done locked in with young boy. So it might could be opportunity here for you, gang. I'm just telling you, this not the one. He could probably join your team. You feel me? I don't know, gang. Somebody let him know about the baby. Send him some videos, send him some research, send him past cases, let him know about the in the mall.
And he called me and said, man, thank you.
That's all I gotta say.
Thank you. I'm saying, no.
He gonna lose the other eye, man.
I talked to you and you said you was just coming from church with your family, the kids, dealing while the world
allegedly
spit on you. I said, you gotta remember the scripture in the Bible that says all things work for the good of those who love God.
I don't know what happened, but I know
according to his will and his
don't mess with him.
My mama used to say that shit. That's how I know it.
I know he's still a free man.
How can bad work for good, mama? She said, all things, son. It don't say but. There's no exception. Do you love God? Yes, ma'am. Are you called according to his will and purpose? Well, I think I am. Or are you? Yes, ma'am. Then your bad is for your good. So that's what I had to relate to that. Because it was a shame he felt, homie, trying to put the pedophile tag on him.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, homie. We gonna do that.
It was a little weird, Charles.
Except say, man, fuck that picture. I don't want no picture from you. I ain't ask you. Yeah, I would have done that rather than went that route.
Do you think it was his tone?
Now, I've seen fan mail. I've seen fan mail. I've seen fan art. I've seen fan all this for the longest, gang. And 9 times out of 10, even if there is someone extra in there, you know, like maybe even a child. Let's go as low as a child that's probably a character in that person's atmosphere, right? The actual main character or the person that you're a fan of would 9 times out of 10 be in that picture. Am I correct? Am I wrong? Like, don't DC Young Fly and the 85 South Show have a whole bunch of pictures of them in their little shit? Don't Castanet and them boys be getting pictures of them? Don't the Screamers like Clover them boys when they get sent over, it's like pictures of them, right? Not they kids that we barely seen, gang. Like, that's just like, we gotta address it. Charleston, I seen the picture you claimed that he sent you. It was a picture of you, gang. Like, come on. Gang. We gotta address the elephant in the room here. It was something off in that situation. I said at least, even if you brought the second picture that we did not completely agree with, if you would have bought a picture of the baby, at least it would have justified it slightly. If you brought a picture of the rapper, let me clarify again, the rapper, the baby, the nigga you claimed you was a fan of, you would have at least brought a picture of him as well. You know? That's all I'm saying, gang.
When he wrote the paragraph,
You ain't lying. You heard me, Ronnie.
Kind of threatening him a little bit. He could have.
That's what made me step in. I want the threats to come to me. So I won't look Dababy, look whatever the boy name is. I want what he had for B White to have it for me.
Yeah, it's his cousin.
Babies. Now he got a reason to feel like this.
It's his
but
cousin.
Not toward him. I'm gonna take the lick for him. I'm gonna take the lick for B White since he's so offensive. He wasn't trying to offend him.
B White.
I'm gonna offend you. Your babies, nigga.
Oh,
I bet
shit.
you don't want to die behind him.
Look, see, that's a threat. You made a threat that the baby Nas up for you once you see you feel me? And I don't gotta go through no laws or nothing. Like, bruh, you made an open threat to the internet. The whole internet know, just like the laws when you ready to pepper spray and do whatever this. Gang, this is your perfect match. Be careful. That's all I'm saying. Revert from this beef. This ain't the one, This ain't the one, gang. Gang, it's so much other goofy rappers in the industry you could go after. There's so much more goofy rappers you could go after, gang. Leave that man alone. Leave that man alone, bro.
Reason to feel like this, but not toward him. I'm gonna take the lick for him. I'm gonna take the lick for B White since he's so offensive. He wasn't trying to offend him. I'm gonna offend you.
Hey, you see, White. I'm trying, gang. I'm trying to save him.
Dababy has overcame a lot of adversity.
A lot of adversity.
No. Homie, how you overcome a lot of adversity is a change of heart and a renewal of a mind. If nothing else, give your brother some mercy and grace on the stage, because guess what he was doing? He was bound to you, my nigga.
We done seen Dababy not out for less, gang. For putting the camera in his face, for checking him at the front of the club, for a mall incident. Gang, you lucky he didn't bust that face in. He showed restraint by being a bigger man and walking away from the situation. He ain't even respond on the internet till he got forced to respond by the internet. Come on, gang. He ain't lying.
Bound to you, treating you like
I'm
a
trying to
king.
give you the benefit of the doubt.
See, I don't want to go back to that.
But you don't understand how much restraint this man was already showing.
It's the reason why I did that.
Brother, thank you for the don't know.
I said what I said about Charlie Kirk.
W brother, man.
You can't make me think one person is better than another person. Because my mother said God has no respect of persons, of people.
Go hard there.
God don't favor white people more than he favor black people. He has no respect of color. So if you say, I can't do this, but I can do it by right and by God's right, you can't, I'm gonna do it, even if it's wrong to you. So yeah, I'm gonna defend an innocent brother who has a Christian belief system and a biblical value system that teaches him if you admire somebody, you appreciate somebody, then you see them as a prophet, so you give the prophet a cup of water. He came with a gift, and his people spit on him.
Which people do feel like Dababy, parents do he had the right to reject it.
Well, he didn't reject it.
Nah, for real,
We
mid-performance.
watched him reject it.
We trying to save him, gang.
Excuse like a weak man.
He don't even gotta do it to you. He could just
I don't give nobody no excuse on why I done a mother thing.
let them hands free.
That's what made it wrong. He came back and tried to give an excuse.
And allegedly, boy, that boy hit hard too, gang. It ain't like, oh, he just beat somebody up and nah, he be having to pay these people after how bad he beat their. It be knots bigger than it be looking like a cartoon scene. Like, what's that makeup? Nah, did his label go put makeup on that person to make him look that bad? I'm talking about knots bigger than mountains, gang. Black eyes, boy, look like a movie, gang. I'm telling you, boy, a cartoon or something. You like, nah, ain't no way he just beat that nigga that bad, bro. He only hit him 2 times. And the security, all right, you don't want that big ass security getting on you. That big ass security could put Dababy in his place. That's how you get a security. If your security can't beat your ass, what you hiring him for? You feel me? Crazy, boy. He said, yeah, we trying to save him, gang. That's why we giving him all the details. Like, bruh, what are you doing? Charleston, what are you doing?
Justification.
What you doing, bro?
So he wasn't rejecting it.
He got canceled for
If I
standing on
reject something, I
business.
got to come back tomorrow and say, well, I ain't do that. The response of the people convicted him to come back to have to defend his action. The people turned on
Okay,
him
so I'll be
again.
like a minute. Damn.
So what do? He just come from an extreme situation, dealing with sex, and this is a perfect smoke screen. Pedophile man. What kind of man drawing the kids? Artists, nigga. This man is an artist, got a studio. And you came to his city, and you think he watching your kids. He watching your kids.
Boy, you act like he one of them artists that be throwing bananas on the wall, taping that on there, be like, this is the Picasso. This will sell for $50 million. They will come see this tomorrow. Beautiful presentation. Y'all like a banana on the wall? Ain't no way that's real. Go look it up. Go look it up. Go look it up. It ain't called a Picasso for real, but go look it up.
Because you came to your city to publicly give you a perverted picture, knowing you done killed the nigga, knowing you supposed to be able to make a fight. He's gonna risk
Oh, you did your research.
all of this because he's perversion, looking at your daughters. That means you got a perverted mind, baby. Your mind perverted. So
You see how he tried to flip that, but he hang around Aiden, act like he don't know what Aiden be doing all the time to him. Every time he a victim of Aiden, what's the name, doing this shit, allegedly. Gotta throw that allegedly in there, because they be acting weird lately. Allegedly? Come on, gang. Let's not do that shit. When you consent to being around that shit
I
for
told
real.
him, nigga, draw me a picture of my daughter.
When you consent to being around that type of activity
Bring
with
it
them
to me and
boys.
stand with me, and I'm gonna cuss the
I be
baby
like,
out again.
nah, Charleston going for this? And you remember like, oh yeah, of course.
I damn near want to tell him bring me the pictures of the baby's daughter.
Yeah, Aiden be letting us know.
You
He
already
be
see what you
snitching
had
on
to do.
cuz.
Yeah, but I want to hit him with a nuclear button because I know this will send him to the penitentiary.
Aiden be
Niggas
snitching
say
on
they'll
that
go to
boy.
prison for their kids, but they'll still suffer
Ain't no honor
in
amongst
prison for their
thieves.
kids.
Aiden ain't keeping
Whatever
that boy
reason you tell
secrets.
yourself why you in prison and it justifies it, it don't stop the suffering. You still go want some pussy. You still go have to deal with the Mexicans that might stab you.
You ain't lying.
The Aryan Brotherhoods that don't,
You ain't
the
lying.
guards that kicking you. So you still got to deal with that.
Yeah,
Even though you
yeah.
feel justified for being there, you still go hurt.
But you ain't gotta clock no badunkies. You ain't gotta clock no badunkies, boy.
So I want to see if they'll crash out about their kids because I don't see them take this same approach going to fight for better rights in the court systems. You'll go die for your kids and go to jail for your kids. Why? Because it's easy.
He ain't
to do
lying.
that.
See, that's what I was saying earlier. You feel me? They got the right, they got the power to probably do this for real. What Charleston talk about? You heard me? That's why I said Charleston been back talking like real shit lately too. Like it's a message in this. It's a real message right here. Them boys could go ahead and use their energy towards the right things. Like I'm gonna run it back. Hold on. The things he talking about right now, they can use the energy towards that, or they can keep using it towards crashing. What's the real purpose behind that? Other than throwing your life away and making the people right. Like, oh, look, see, he's just another statistic. You heard me? Instead, you could crash out, be the next y'all. You heard me? Yeah.
I want to see if they'll crash out about their kids because I don't see them take this same approach going to fight
You
for
two
better
gotta get,
rights.
hey, appreciate the 2 jewels, gang.
You'll go die for your kids and go to jail for your kids.
W Third Eye Mafia.
Why? Because it's easy to do that.
Yeah.
Go fight for better child support rights. Go fight for a better working
ain't
relationship
lying.
with your baby mama. Since you think, guess what? She
He
got
ain't
some
lying.
around them. She got some around them. And they was turned out by other women. And when your daughter get old enough,
Appreciate y'all for the donos, man. The jewels.
her
Thank
mama
you.
lesbian friends gonna be winking.
Thank you for the
and
flowing hearts.
speaking and peeking now.
Your iPad babies, for real.
Because you ain't looking out for that. Little girls ain't getting turned out by pedophile little boys. The pedophiles on the little boys. Every now and then they go get a girl,
You ain't lying, but damn.
but they have more access at the boy. Just like the lesbian female pedophile has more access at the girl. So when I talk to most of my lesbian homegirls that's not studs, see a lot of the studs had some trauma. That's why they want to be a boy like, to
That's why they be trying to normalize all that weird stuff we be seeing.
become the trauma.
That they be forcing on us.
But most bisexual or lesbian women was turned out by another woman,
We
an
gonna
older
HB
one.
too. What that is?
Everyone I damn near talk to.
What that mean, wisdom? You gotta
turned
break
out
it
by
down for me a
older
little
woman.
bit.
The ones that's extreme with it, like Glorilla's sister, those are the ones that come from trauma. Because you don't have to look like a boy in physical form to play a lesbian. That's where the mental illness come from. That's for trauma. The boy that want to go get his done, his voice change, put on the dress like Caitlyn, that's trauma. The that's walking in the suit.
Now that's groomed, boy. That was groomed, boy, cause that is not natural thinking, boy. Don't nobody natural thinking go through them processes, bro. Cause this shit barely existed before a couple years ago. You feel me? Like, yeah, it was still for that clap activity. We were never mad at them back then. It was never no, you back then, if you get mad at them, oh, you might have been for that clap whole time. Nowadays, if you ain't getting mad at them, boy, your ass for that clap. Cause they be getting mad at them. Like, oh nah, boy, that's not our, boy, y'all using us for the wrong shit. Y'all pushing the wrong shit with our name. Hell nah. Hey, we ain't doing what they doing. You feel me, gang? Cause nah, boy. Y'all lad be trying to groom their ass from young. Like, oh no, this what you gonna do? Oh, he wants to be a no, the fuck he don't. He ain't say he could barely talk. He could barely talk. You talking about he want to go to the doctor to do this procedure. You was lying. Stop lying on Kevin. Give Kevin a chance. Kevin wants, nah, man. And Kevin over here traumatized, going through therapy, can't even bounce back. He wanted to reverse what they done did to him. Now he's suing his parents a couple years down the line. Like, nah, man. Karen was tripping. Karen put me through all this shit, trying to make me mini Karen and shit. I told her, you want to have a daughter, go have one. Spread them legs for Daryl. She ain't let Daryl get no more pussy. Crazy. I was like, hell nah, man. Go try again. You tripping. Let me go live with Daryl. Y'all tripping, ho. You heard? So now I feel bad for Kevin, my damn self, because Kevin ain't asked for this shit, eh? Kevin probably wanted to play football, be the next Tom Brady. Hell, you talk about play with tractors and shit, you getting in the aggressors. Bruh, he can't buy his toys. That's bad parenting.
Handsome, just looking like a regular football player, nigga. That's a pervert. Freaking.
Yeah, nurture versus nature.
But he got the way, he's secret with it. But that out and open, that's trauma, homie. So I understand.
Well, what's your thoughts on the war? You know, Iran.
I remember hearing about a one world government. I remember hearing about.
I know they traumatized, man.
Currency.
They just want to be kids.
There's no such thing as a war.
Their parents doing science projects on them.
It's power being repositioned and reshifted. Wars of the people who fund wars fund both sides. Just the one they want to win, they think will win, funds a little more. So I've been hearing about a one world government, a new world order. Y'all really think they fighting?
They been talking about that for some years. I think they said about 2030, right? They got plans. It's
y'all
some plans.
Really
they got plans for this shit.
As good as our technology is, y'all really want to believe that we flew over Iran and Iran drove, they went and painted some fake crafts on the thing.
Let them know, Charlie.
And the world's greatest military flew over and bombed paintings on the ground.
I was in the height of the AI videos too. You knew that had to be AI, boy.
Y'all really want to believe that?
That whole story sounded AI.
Y'all want us to believe that they done killed every Iranian leader that came and filled in after the other. Y'all really believe that? But they went and captured the other one and brought him over here in a Nike sweatsuit.
And ain't doing nothing about them lists.
In federal prison with 6ix9ine, talking, signing. Ukraine and Russia is at war. Afghanistan just ran America out less than 10 years ago. Made us retreat and took billions of dollars worth of high grade and high technology military equipment. We've been at war with Al Qaeda, Taliban, since Bin Laden. We fighting Syria. We've been at war for 100 years, seems like. How much more can America stand? Because we're not at war. Israel is. Israel is. That's why Trump is being as ruthless as he can be, saying we'll wipe y'all out. That's the Israeli prime minister talking, as if he's speaking to the Palestinians.
Real talk, wisdom.
There's not a Jewish bank in Russia. There's not a Jewish bank in North Korea. There's not a Jewish bank in Iran. Why you think they targeting them people? Venezuela. We with Venezuela by dope. And China say we got a fentanyl factory. And we getting it to the Mexicans to get it in. Until y'all pay us all our money. We ain't go after them. We pick on small countries. What we gonna do? Get that gas.
We worry about what don't matter and pay attention to everything that don't matter. That's where all our resources go. You heard me? To keep us in that same loop of just going down. That should be crazy. But I'm like, boy, I can't wait for AI to take over and do what that one movie did. I ain't even watched it, but I know it had a good plot.
Cars ain't gonna always work. Between North Korea, Russia, and China, they can send America back into the dark ages with technology. And every year or so, They shut down our internet, they shut down all the airport system, and they tell us it was a glitch or something. No, that was a cyber attack. So I don't believe America's at war. For one, you have to have Congress approval to go to war. So we hadn't had Congress approval. We're not at war. This is America falling and submitting and kneeling to the rules.
They got us all trained through social media, boy.
Jerusalem. We're fighting their wars. We're using our military. And the world is hating us because the Jews, Israel, can do no wrong, and they do a lot of wrong. They do a lot of wrong. And so it's a reason why you see ICE, but you can't recognize ICE. These are not your redneck, racist, hateful-hearted, hating, loving white folks. About 2 years ago,
They already got a job.
About 2 to 3 years ago, I was staying at the Hilton in Fort Lauderdale. And nigga, I seen 500-600 Israeli soldiers, but I didn't know they was Israeli soldiers. I just know they were from a foreign country, and they was very arrogant. They was mean, and I kept saying, "Man, what are y'all doing here? Man, this is America. Man, what is it?" Homie?" And they want to mistreat Americans because they know they rule over us. We act like we're over them, but they know we bow to them. Our leaders, our government will submit and kneel to Israel. So the rest of the world go get us so they can get Israel. They just now started translating the things that Adolf said.
With artificial. He was for the nigga, allegedly, whole
He might have
time.
been on the wrong side of the law in history. Because if you translate and he's really saying what he's saying, he don't sound hateful. He sound like.
Boy, even that new president, boy, he be leaking a lot of shit. Oh, nah, y'all. Scientists already told y'all Jesus was black, but look, here the pictures. We got the pictures, y'all.
Like Trump.
These the original Russians, too.
And get rid of the illegals, get rid of the pedophiles. So why do you think the Epstein Island, his ranch in Mexico, how you think it lasted so long?
Nah, real talk, wisdom.
All the world's leaders.
You know me, boy, I be crashing out for y'all boys to this day.
A Jew.
Till this day.
It was Jew party.
Even we got to make up new words. We keep it going,
He
boy.
became a fall guy in the smoke screen because he was with him too. King Charles over there in England, he said, "You're not fit to taint the legacy of our royal family. Cousin Andrew, I'm putting your ass in jail and you fit to prove these charges right or wrong. But we won't defend them. We're not Jews." We tried to tell our boy that was married to that Merkel girl by going across that water, partying with Hollywood and them people. That's why the queen them said, "He can't come back in this stay out here now. Strip him of everything." She died and wouldn't let him back in. The daddy won't let him back in. Why? You been over there. And you for to bring that spirit and that residue into our bloodline. Because you can't erase your memory. They say your memory can be passed down through your DNA. Why you think that boy Diddy's son's freaky? If you freaky, it's in your DNA. Oh! Just watch your kids closely and carefully. It'll be activated based on
your
what
family,
they see
yeah.
and what they're exposed to. At school, at home, out.
How about them one people of a history of doing the most evil, craziest, nastiest, disgusting, just evil overall things that we ever seen? You ain't come on, gang. Throw a little blame over there. Point some fingers over there, gang.
Outside on television.
For the one time.
Little kid knows some freaky shit.
For the new Charleston. Do it for the new Charleston.
His mama freaky. And he teach the other kids at school. He tell the other girl about a camel toe because he heard his uncle talking about a camel toe. Girl, let me see that camel toe. Let me see that pearl tongue. Nigga ain't know what a pearl tongue was. I'm gonna hit that G spot because it's the grown folks. I'm gonna go talk to the little girl like, "What's a G spot?" And your yeah. So now he was trying to run off what he thought was pausing in the country.
But that shit happened after Diddy. How about them? You ain't heard about it?
The story was rewritten. Now we see the Jews who now have power doing the exact same thing to their brothers, the Palestinians, what was done to them. So now they're over here. I watch Jewish people, and I love them to death, homie, because they the ones who grew up with the from racism to now. But now they act like they rule and run America. And their biggest chest out is, "I'm a Jew. You can't say nothing about me." That's a level.
They know that the world knows.
Couldn't say nothing about white people.
They know that. They know that we know.
The level of any other human, and they're unforgiving about it. At least the people are. I've seen the rabbis be very forgiving. The Jewish rabbis, very forgiving. But the rabbi don't have no power really if he's not popular amongst the power struggle.
So you think this whole war is just propaganda?
It is.
You think?
World War II was propaganda. World War I. The Vietnam War was propaganda. The Iraq War was propaganda. There was no weapons of mass destruction. They've never told us the truth about anything.
I mean, people died recently in this Iran war.
Well, why are we in war?
Nah, for real.
For what? What did they do?
I
Nothing.
can't.
Nothing. When generals, presidents, government leaders, for what? Because they won't submit to their rule. America have only been in power maybe 500, 600, 700 years. Those people, country, traditions, and custom have existed thousands of years. So how we gonna go change them people beliefs? And our beliefs change every 4 years. Nothing is right for America because it changes every 4 years.
Politics
We'll have somebody
leaders.
come undo what the mother did to do for us. So now they trying to say, okay, now this might be a good time for us to stop having presidential election. We just,
Like North Korea.
yeah, our government is going rogue because this is not our government.
Going? These words, your choice of words, gang. Shit gone.
There's no way an American citizen, American-born person will lead our babies back to another war. How do you know, Charleston? I pay attention to the ICE agents. White people don't mistreat white people in uniform. Never have, never will. They are killing white people fast and quick without even second thought because these are not white Americans. That's why they put the ski shiesty mask on. That's why they won't let you see the eye. That's why they mean and cussing. Real Americans are not like that in power with law enforcement.
No, they do that as an intimidation tactic, gang, so that they can show they could break all the laws that they pass on you not to break, and they could do it with no problems, and you not finna do nothing about it. You feel me? It's a power move, manipulation, scare tactic, like that. Like, damn, boy, ain't they just passed a law that we can't do that, and they just walking around masked up like they the shiesty boys, like they the kid boys? You ain't lying. It be crazy, boy.
They're peacekeepers. It's the reason why our people are dying in America at the hands of ICE. When the world go on a little further and America start having more problems, we've already pulled away from the United Nations. Our people won't have no protection, because they won't use law enforcement to control Americans. Law enforcement is to go control the poor. They're gonna bring in what you see with ICE to control the law enforcement that control us. Why you think ICE is in there talking back to the males, cussing them out, they rude? Because these are not American citizens who respect our Constitution and our rights as citizens.
Who do?
America have been invaded.
Who do, gang? The internet don't respect that bit. The world don't respect that bit. The government officials don't respect that bit. Jakes don't respect that bit. ICE don't even know. You think I know that? You think they know that? They don't even know that. Yeah, you heard who they were hiring? They were just giving out bonuses, gang. You could have joined them boys whole time. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
Foreign interests.
They don't even know what you just said.
99 different tongues in here. And I'm telling black people, white people ain't worried about it right now. We can fix some shit now, boy. Yeah, we can fix some shit now.
Nah.
They won't burn another Black Wall Street down.
They got laser beams, gang. They got laser beams and shit now, like, you feel me? And like heart attack guns, and like that they can spray in the neighborhood air. Like, gang, they done made neighborhoods disappear before. You feel me? You heard of Black Wall Street? You heard about some of the other towns under lakes? Yeah, they'll do that. Gang. Blame it on another country. Be like, oh shit, we got bond to y'all, boy. We finna go to war with these people now. You heard me? Gang, you better act like you know something, boy. They got it. Remember, I be telling you about the puppet masters. That's why sometimes I just be like, damn, y'all did y'all dollar, bro. At this point, bro, they got so much, like Batman, gang. They got so much. You know how Batman got a contingency plan for everything, and everybody, and every superhero that he run into contact with. But they got so much contingency plans put in place, boy, to put the blame on some of the other gang. This shit, boy. Boy,
they got to go overseas and fight.
He's a damn Guappo. No, GG.
Have you seen the astronauts?
But I still be fighting a good fight, though.
They lying. Yeah, y'all seen it. They ain't got no space shuttle riding on side of it recording it. They ain't got no drone they flying, showing us the outside footage of them as they travel. They ain't got no camera. It's a satellite that's showing us them
And they'll make a whole neighborhood go poof.
just shot by. They ain't got nothing but some in some capsules looking in the camera.
Did anybody see
I don't
anything?
believe that.
With the laser beams pointed at them. Did anybody seen anything? We got any snitches in there? Anybody snitching? Did anybody catch it on recording? You better say no. You better say no. It's gonna be a nigga over there in New York say yeah. Oh, they attacked again, y'all. Boy, they attacked. Oh, we finna go. Yo, we finna protect y'all. We ain't going for this shit.
Do you believe space is real?
No. How did they call
This
back in the
shit deep.
70s? Up to space. What phone rung up there? What phone rung up there?
I don't believe the moon landing is real, but I believe space is real.
I don't believe man have left God's the firmament that sits over earth.
Let them know, Charleston. They ain't worthy.
The man and the woman that was up there for what, almost a year last year that was stuck up there, where they at?
Atmosphere somewhere.
They were up there for like 4 months.
Longer.
Yeah, one of them layers.
Yeah.
So what stories do they have to tell? Oh, dang, man, I don't think.
They was sitting in the ship, floating around. We probably seen them pass by 2 times. Like, oh, look, them people sent the balloon again.
They going up there.
Man, that's the astronauts.
What
Y'all
would it
chill
take
out.
to convince you that it's real?
That's the astronauts pretending they
When
in
that
space
motherfucker
right
take
now.
off, it's a
Hey, y'all remember when the female celebrities came back from space? That video when they opened the door by accident early? Man, that video there.
Falling
Talk
with a
about
camera like they
promotion.
do me. Look at his ass go up there, y'all. And when they in space, they in the window saying, look at say, what's up, nigga? And they in space, say, there you go right there. If they can't do that, they lying.
Nah, for real.
They can do your car like that when you back up from space. They can show your car right there. So why they can't just show us something? They are everybody, like Star Trek used to do. Star Trek used to show the outside of the galaxy.
Yeah.
And while it was float.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Star
And
Trek went to
then,
space.
I think that's water. I think if you go up there, you come under there.
Wow, a lot of people think that's the ocean.
Yeah.
Space is the ocean.
I think if you go up there, you come from up
Water
under there.
above the
That's why
same as the
everything
what?
lands in
The water below.
So you're pretty
Come
much
on
saying
now.
we're the only people in existence. There's no other planets. So what is the sun? Where's the sun come from? The sun is the most powerful thing in the universe.
Yeah, it is. God created the sun.
Nah, gang, I wasn't saying the universe, gang. Gang, I wasn't saying the universe, gang. Like, we could see other stars, and we clearly got told that our star is not the biggest star in the universe, gang. Like, we know that. Like, our star is probably not even a dwarf star or a small star. It's a decent size. It's a decent little star now. Don't get me wrong, it's a decent little star now. But that star ain't with a lot of stars out there, though, gang. You feel me? So, that was a bold statement.
But this is what I'm saying. Who been up there?
I mean, it's astronauts that have stories that, you could check in. They have interviews about it. They tell
I know
their
some
stories.
penitentiary got some good stories. Sound good, believable, and everything. But they'll tell us anything.
So is the earth flat? Are you one of them type?
Aiden started that shit.
No.
So it's round.
I don't know what it is.
Y'all got
I
tricked
just
by
know when
Aiden
I
Ross.
fly, I see a oval existence when the plane do this and they do that. You should be able to see a cliff somewhere. This be look like it's a ball in the sky. So I be looking out the window trying to.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all boys. I'm a round eartherer. I'm a rounder eartherer. I ain't believe that bitch was flat for a second. You heard me? I ain't believe that for a second. You feel me? Hell nah, cause then we gotta go talk to my science teachers and shit. We gotta go talk to my science teachers and shit. You feel me? Cause nah, gang, y'all misled me and had me before the whole time, and now y'all ain't finna take no accountability for y'all mistake. Y'all just gonna be like, oh shit, we ain't even know. It was a theory still, but y'all act like that bitch was fat. Nah, cause I gotta talk to them teachers. Hey, that, what the fuck wrong with these? What's up? What's up, bitch? You feel me? You lied to me, ho. I gotta you. Like, what's going on? Like, allegedly, I ain't doing none of that. Come on now. Nah, but real shit though, gang. They had a fool the whole time. I'm a round eartherer, so I'm knowing like worst case scenario. They just got their numbers wrong. You feel me? You know how allegedly it was the mountains was supposed to be trees, and most of this shit supposed to be under the ocean, and it was giants once upon a time. Maybe the original scaling was based off of giants, and we just the size of ants now. So maybe an inch that used to be an inch is not a mile. So the curve ain't gonna add up to what you thought it was, because your little is not significant or big enough to really be that same inch. You feel me? Them old calculations and numbers that we was ran, that was probably numbers of the giants, allegedly. You feel me? That's all I'm saying, gang. Maybe we got the numbers wrong. Maybe they ain't trying to tell us what they really want to tell us. Maybe because the other water's more dense, you know, that was probably the more denser creatures, the giants, you know. That's all I'm saying, gang. That's all I'm saying. Because, you know, it used to change based off of the king at the time. So this king foot might be smaller than the next king's foot. Maybe one king's foot was as big as one king's city. You know, that's all I'm saying, gang. So maybe it might just be a little bigger than previously anticipated, since all the trees got smaller, everything got smaller. You know, less oxygen on here, allegedly. Even the lizards got smaller. We got dinosaurs to iguanas now. Just all I'm saying, maybe we just got smaller. That's it. And the scaling was just something way bigger that we just don't match up to no more. So of course it feel like, you know, maybe it might just be flat because we don't see the curve after this much miles. Maybe my feet you too small. You feel me? That's all I'm saying, gang.
I think people that's trying to figure out if the world flat,
they try to say it's more on the other sides of the walls and all this. They trying to say it's different maps and all this. What the rest of the map gonna fit at? It might just be bigger, gang. That's all I'm saying.
around, they miss out on a lot in life. I don't give a fuck if this bitch flat or round.
Me neither.
I ain't going that far to find out.
What they got to do with us?
But just from my observation,
That's why I rather look. I rather worry about what we got to worry about. What's more important? Like, what they got to do with me? I ain't worried about space. None of this. I know when they finally figure that out. You think they taking us? Why you think they trying to go to space? What, so they can finally deuces. I'm like, not ain't enough resources. We can't take enough food for everybody because the ship's gonna be too heavy. So we only taking like us, you know, the elites, like in, you know, the pure blood, like they gonna get to talking shit like that, like in the movies. Now the pure bloodlines and the Dorfalines and like that, the true Draculas and the lizard, come on, gang. You know how they be. You know how they be, gang. When we ever been included in their plans?
we got if the world flat,
That's why God ain't finna let them in space. He like, nah, do right with your people first. Then I give y'all access to the rest of the nebula. I can't even do right with a little piece of rock mud over. I get y'all right here. You think I'm gonna let you? Nah. Learn lesson 1 first. I gave y'all 10 commandments. Follow those, gang. Nah, gang, follow those, gang. Y'all making new laws and shit going outside my shit. I ain't say start there. I gave y'all 10. Start there.
Stories sound good, believable, and everything.
I love your neighbor.
But they'll tell us anything.
So is the
No
Earth
matter
flat?
what he
Are
look
you
like,
one of them type niggas?
No.
So it's round.
I don't know what it is. I just know when I fly, I see a oval existence when the plane do this and they do that. You should be able to see a cliff somewhere. This bitch look like it's a ball in the sky. So I be looking out the window trying to, I think people that's trying to figure out if the world flat or round,
Say it, Charleston.
they miss out on a lot in life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck if this bitch flat or round.
Now, what money to get today?
I ain't going that far to find out.
I need a raise.
But just from my observation,
I ain't trying to go skiing,
motherfucker
skydiving.
look round.
I don't want to hit the
In the
middle of the
sky.
ocean.
It look like when
I don't even want to go to Dubai no more. Like, for real, I'm cool off visiting other countries for the most part. Like, let me just give me some chicken. You heard me? Give me some onion. And we vibing, gang. All that. Nah, it's a lot to see. It's a lot. I ain't see all that. Boy, let's start up.
in the ball.
I come from
So
nothing.
at night
boy.
when you see
it's a whole lot of
the-
world to see,
the
boy.
black stars in the sky,
Here.
what is that?
I think that's a screen.
Look, but I'm back in the booth. I lost my dogs, I kill if I get a chance, I'ma shoot. Bye, bro, I crash, broad day, you know, man, so I'm telling the truth. Ain't no therapist can relate to me, it's why I put my pain in the booth. No, I'm really coming from poverty, borderline, I ain't have no roof. I will hit a list for real, they get fun by trying to learn how to spoof. Fuck around, find who spoofing back, that spoofer, I got spoofed. They asked about Robert, did a lot of it. We was the first young niggas with counterfeits. So my bro, I'ma make it, can't lie to shit. Won't never chat much about a lot of shit.